Okay, we've given you a lot of information all at once. So what I want to do is I want to go through now and code with you this password creator program that's kind of on the assignment description. So go ahead and copy this information, and that way we can refer to it as we go. So we're going to create a password helper program that allows students to find their Weber State Icarus username and password. Their username is their initials followed by the last four of their W number, and their password is their first name followed by CS exclamation. So we're going to go back to our first program, and hopefully you have more print statements than I do. I kind of did one and then used but hopefully you were following along and had a little more. Go ahead and leave those print statements there. We're also going to paste in, after all your print statements, this assignment description. And the reason why is I also want to show you how to do a long comment. A long comment is what lets you do, I'm going to start the long comment here, and I'm going to do a quotes, quotes, and then another quotes, and that will comment all of this out. And then to end our long comment, we simply do another triple quote. Okay, so we want to allow the user to enter in their first name, their last name, their W number, and it will print out their username and password. Okay, just to save us on some debugging time, instead of having them input it, we're just going to have it put in John and Smith. So I'm going to say F name equals John, and W num equals, oh, I forgot last name, L name equals Smith, and W num equals W 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, now we can test it without having to input all those values each time. All right, so our W number is your initials, all lowercase, followed by the last 5 of your W number. So our initials, this is our username, is equal to initials. Initials is the first letter of the first name. So that's just F name, open square bracket 0. But it's supposed to be lowercase, so I'm going to say dot lower. Now I want to do the same with the first letter of their last name. There we go. And then I want to add that, and I'm using these plus signs because I don't want any spaces between these. Plus, it's not in a print statement. You can only use commas in print statements. Just FYI, it doesn't work inside setting variables. Okay, the last thing I need is the last 5 of their W number. So if I count, let's go back up and look at their W. 0, 1, 2, 3. This would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it doesn't include 8, so we want to go for 9. So that's going to be character 4 all the way up to, and not including character 9, which is over here. So I'm going to say W num, open square brackets, 4 colon 9. Okay, username is now done, and that's all on one line, by the way, so I'm going to move this out of the way so you can see. Now we got to do their password. And their password, call it password, equals, it's going to be their first name, but it's got to be in proper case. So if we look, the J is uppercase, and we want to force that. So we're going to say F name, open square brackets 0, dot upper, plus, now we got to figure out how to do their last name. We can't just say 4 to 9, because what if they have like a really long name or a really short name? Well, we can use the length of their name as our variable. So here, I'm going to create a variable for the length of their last name, or first name, length of their first name. So I'll call it F length equals the length of their first name. So now I know that the length of their first name is whatever this variable is. So here I could say F name, open square brackets. I'm going from not character 0, I already have that. I want character 1 to FLEN. And then I want that to be dot lower. Perfect. Now all I have to do is add the CS exclamation mark, and I am now done. So plus, and in quotes, oh, I got to move me. plus CS exclamation mark. Now let's print out their information. Print username is, and you cannot see that. Let's move that up so you can see. Username is their username, and I also want to print out their password. Password, and then I'm going to do a comma. Oh, quit doing that. Quit giving me information. And their password. So at this particular situation, let's just run this and see if it works. Going to come in here, and it should work for John and Smith. JS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just check our values up here. JS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and capital J CS exclamation. Very nice. Now we're going to make it work with every situation just by putting input values here. So fname equals input. If I can spell input, enter first name, or let's just, name. And I want to do the same thing on the last name. Wow, you totally can't see that. I hate that this is giving me information. There you go. Can you see that better? We want to do the same thing. I'm just going to copy and paste for the last name and their W number. So I'm going to, there's our error. That's where I'm getting it. Put that in. I didn't type that. Enter last name. That's better with the uppercase. I kind of like that. And then on this last one, we'll have them enter in their W number, and then it should work for all people's names. Okay, there it is. So you got your input, enter your first name, finds the length, defines the first name, defines the last name, prints out the username, prints out the password. Test this out, make sure it works. Kim Murphy W000, I don't know. We'll just use theirs. There it is. Same exact thing, but it works for every single username. All right, good luck with this. I hope you get this working and submit. To submit your program, all you have to do is copy this URL right there and paste it in. When you hit submit, it'll say enter your URL. Paste that in, and it should automatically just share this with me. And I'll be able to go in and view your program. All right, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.